Preeti Agarwal, who is into empowering women, and she is somebody who is looking to really make a difference, especially with the housewives. She's of the opinion that once somebody becomes a housewife, at times, wife or being a mom can be a full stop. So, Preeti, if you're just there, would you just come and add in? Send me a request to join, and we will start the process. So let me tell you that she is somebody who is extremely smart when it comes to dealing with women, and has a proven system with which she is helping women become digital entrepreneurs. And she is somebody who possesses extremely well qualified skill set when it really comes to coaching them and solving their digital challenges of for them. So yeah, so let us just, maybe there is a little tech issue. Let me just check. All right. All right. So maybe, hi, Preeti joined us. That is, yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So Preeti, are you there?
Hi, Harmeet. Good
Good
evening.
evening. Good evening. I was just talking about you and your passion to help women entrepreneurs, and how you have been doing some work in the area of really reinventing them, helping them reinvent their careers, right? That's something which is super, super amazing. And I'm very, very happy to understand and more and pick your brains on how do you. So let me introduce what Preeti is up to. Preeti is a co-author of the book I Can Coach Volume 2. She has an amazing, amazing, and a very powerful story to share how she dealt with situations in her life and how she emerged as a winner in that. And her passion was fueled to help digital entrepreneurs. So, Preeti, how come this question came to you in a way where what actually really motivated for you to be really dealing with issues for women, and you are helping them becoming digital entrepreneurs? So, could you tell us more about it?
Well, at the outset, glad to be there with you, interacting with the viewers. And yes, when it comes to what motivated me. So see, I come from a tier two, tier three cities, and I have been born and brought up in a Marwari family. And I was the eldest of all the grandchildren. So, coming from that background, and I always had my work life aspirations. I mean, I always wanted to, make it big when it comes to my work life. But coming from tier two, three cities, being the eldest of the grandchildren, my grandfather had a different vision of, me getting married timely. But at the back of my mind, I was like very firm that no, I want to pursue my post graduation. I want to experience a flavor of the corporate world before I hit my wedding bells. So I asked my family to, let me do all that. So yes, I did my master's in marketing and advertising. Then I had my corporate work experience for a few years. And then, I decided to get notched up and all. So now again moving back to a Marwari family. So another phase wherein, why is a Marwari daughter-in-law expected to work? So I was like, no, work is not always with finances and all. There are
Right.
inner dreams also which we want to fulfill. So then I chose motherhood. So again, I was like, I was enjoying my motherhood, but deep down, I was like, no, my work life is calling me. And it's there that, I started my first venture wherein my kids could accompany me because tier two, three cities do not, have those work cultures wherein moms can, put their kids in a crèche, complete crèche while they are, relaxed at their workplaces. So I was like not wanting to put my children in a crèche while I wanted to fulfill my work aspirations. I always wanted to be around their formative years. So
Right.
I came out with an entrepreneurship venture wherein my kids could accompany me. So during those years, I felt that, motherhood can just put a comma to my work life. It will certainly not put a full stop. And I strongly started feeling, I think there's some noise that's coming. Is that so? Because that's distracting if that's the.
Maybe there is, maybe I'm on a bit of the ways.
Okay. So I experienced that if I am going through this phase wherein I want to be a dutiful or responsible mom during my kids' formative years, also I have my work life aspirations. So I'm very much sure there are many more moms who want to make it big. But the societal norms, the broken employment system, it holds a mom back. And when it holds a mom back, she herself walks over her dreams and she parks them aside. As to now, I just have to play a role of a mom. So this is where my mission came in, that you enjoy your motherhood. But parallelly, if you are that mom who once upon a time during a childhood had those dreams that I want to make it big in my work life, then I am there to you to help you. And I'm wanting to be that wind under their wings wherein they can fly. And I have a community design wherein they can come and learn how they can, craft their passions to digital products. So
Right.
that's how Joyous Women Hub came into existence. That's my story.
I'm sure you might have, a lot of people might have asked you this question. Like, how do you think women who are just moms and they've never worked in a corporate, like they don't have any work experience, they just have their education degrees at home, can they also go on to being digital entrepreneurs and run a business from there? Like, what are the starting steps that they should do in that regard, if that's
Why
possible?
not? Why not? When we are kids, some or the other talents we are blessed with. I mean,
Hmm.
maybe some mom is good with mandala art. There's other who's good with spoken English, creative writing, dance, instruments. So moms have those passions which they were fulfilling there during their childhood or maybe early years of their life. But the responsibility stops them from pursuing that. So I help women identify that talent or that passion and then convert it around to a purpose of helping kids with that purpose and making
Right.
money out of it. So thus your passion gets converted to a purpose and your purpose helps you earn profits. That's the story.
Right, lovely. I really like the way you bring in the P's all together, right? Lovely. So one very important question when it comes to, like, this is also I believe a commonly held belief with a lot of moms, especially, and that is many women say that they don't have the time for their passion, or they are not able to find that space of sanity for them where they can produce and work for their own business as per se. So how do you really help them with this kind of a challenge?
Harmeet, to tell you on that note, it is not just time. There are many blockages which we as moms go through. Oh, I'm not good with technology. Oh, what if I start working, my kids' upbringing would suffer, their examinations, their study would suffer, my family would not encourage me, I don't have finances to learn and invest. So these are few, blockages which holds them back from
Hmm.
putting into their learning and then eventually growing. So what I tell these moms, see that we all have 24 hours in a day. And it's just that how you're using those 24 hours. Be it Indra Nooyi, Kiran Majumdar, Shaw, you, me, or our house helps who are coming at home. We all have those 24 hours. But instead of going on social media, because social media is a big time distraction and a
Right.
productivity killer.
Yeah.
So if moms, rewire themselves that instead of lounging on a couch and Netflixing one series after the other, let me utilize that time in my growth, in my learning. Because once the kids are to school or to their classes, they have ample of 3 to 4 hours for sure in a day. It's just that how you use those hours. that will, give you the results and make all the differentiator. So once they are into a community, we work on those mindsets. We work on techniques like Pomodoro techniques, wherein they can, specifically allot time for their own selves and work into chunks of few hours. So they get ample time, and more than time, they need to focus on their productivity.
Yeah.
That's how I can make the best of my use of my time.
Right.
So that's where how we help them break their own resistances and their own mindset blockages.
Lovely. And I really like the way you use the concept of time blocks and Pomodoro, because these techniques are really, really very powerful techniques. And I'm so happy that you are helping women entrepreneurs and tap into the power of it and become really productive with their work. Right. I really like the approach with which the way you shape the mindset part of it. One very important question that I would really want to ask you at this point of time is, what should be the women's next logical step if they really want to take like seriously, that they really want to take on being a digital entrepreneur, and what could be the next steps that they can take, and how can you help them?
See, the next logical step is attend my webinar, the link to which is already there in my bio. So they can attend the webinar wherein they'll have a clear view as to what would their journey be. Journey starting from at scratch as not knowing what they are good at. So starting from that scratch wherein what should I pick as my main product to come up and sell in the market, to the point of making it reach to 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs per month.
Hmm.
So once they attend my webinar, then I go on a one-to-one consultation with them, wherein we, customize and understand what are the difficulties, what are the challenges they are going through. So once we work them, they get into our community, and that's where entire learning happens. See, the problem is women are not lacking on learning, because there are enough content which is lying there on YouTube, any learning portal for that matter, Udemy, Coursera. There's lots of learning, but what we lack is implementation.
Right.
So once they join in the community, there's where the implementation actually happens. So the logical step is hop into our communities and start learning and implementing.
Right. Now, when it comes to what would be the best piece of advice or that you received or you would want to share that with your audience in that way, where they can really immensely benefit from that, and how would you, what would that be?
See, the best piece of advice which I would give to any women or any viewer who's a woman, I would ask her to, have a life of purpose. Because if you are just playing the roles of a mom, of a homemaker, a wife, you are forgetting your own self.
Hmm.
And if you do not find a purpose which is beyond your family responsibilities, you will always be in that shell. Once you find it, because few years down the line, your kids will be grown up. They'll start their own life.
Hmm.
So, what are you supposed to do at that point of time? You need to have a goal, you need to have a purpose wherein you can put in your life. You can start that by 3 to 4 hours only. And once you start doing that, a purpose is there. You have an agenda for every day, and that's how your life will flow in. So it's always important to have a purpose, irrespective of the fact you are in your motherhood or you are, fulfilling your family responsibilities. And a golden nugget is सोचेंगे तो definitely होगा. This is a slogan which I always tell to my women. If you think, it will definitely happen. That
Right.
goes both the ways. If you think you can make it will happen. And if you think, नहीं बाबा, मम्मा हूँ, घर का काम है, ये XYZ, टाइम नहीं है तो आप नहीं कर पाओगे. So it is both the ways. सोचेंगे तो definitely होगा. So think and you'll make it happen. That's all.
It was lovely interacting with you, Preeti. I must say that everyone who's watching this or will watch this, I'll urge you to pick up the book of the book called I Can Coach Volume 2, where she shares her story. She's a co-author in that book. And I'm very, very sure your story is going to inspire a lot of moms and the female people like who really want to become digital entrepreneurs. So wishing you all the success in the coming future. And that will be all, guys. You can, if you found that this live to be useful, where she was sharing her golden nuggets, please DM, 4 P's in directly to Preeti, where she'll be helping you with her system of leveraging growth. And that will be all for today. Signing off. Thank you very much. It was lovely interacting with you, Preeti. Wishing
Same
you
here.
all the best for
Thank
your work.
you. Thank you so much. Wishing you two a great. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.